Hello guys, Kriller talking, and today we are here to do a tier list about the characters that are in the Dragon Ball Heroes category before the 2023 celebration, and then after the new celebration I'll do another video and we will see how much this tier list changed. For now, this tier list it hasn't got much stronger characters. They are all pretty mid at best, but I try to put them in a list. So, starting from the bottom, we have three characters that actually are not in the actual list, but I wanted to put them because they still are quite good, and are Golden Cooler and the Shin, Kaioshin, and Roberu. Okay, we'll start with Roberu. She is a Dragon Ball Heroes sub-leader, 150%, but you will never use her as your leader. I mean, if you are missing the other characters, you can, but it's not that useful. From the super, she raises greatly raises attack and death for one turn, and she also can seal. This guy is really good because she can heal a lot thanks to the part where she recovers 50%, 5% HP per Rainbow Key Sphere obtained, and also can foresee super attack thanks to the fact that she has a great chance to do that if there is another Dragon Ball Heroes category ally attacking in the same turn. In fact, the thing that makes these guys like mid characters is the fact that they are all pretty much restricted to the Dragon Ball Heroes category, but in addition to being restricted, they are also not that good in their own category. So you can play them in other teams, and in the only team they can play, they are not the best. So we hope that in the new celebration, even if they are restricted, they can be like the best there is for the Dragon Ball Heroes team. Like a team that it's viable in all the events. You can play only that team, but at least it has to be viable, if you ask me. So she's quite good, quite a good support for the team. A good link set for Dragon Ball Heroes. Brainiacs called Judgment and Master of Magic especially are really good. Then let's take a look at the Kaioshin. She's also a sub-leader for the okay, no, this one is pre-ZA. Okay, a sub-leader for the Dragon Ball Heroes category, 130%, even worse, but we'll take that. She massively raises attack and death for one turn, and she also can see a super attack. The most important part about this character is the fact that he's a universal buffer, key plus 3 and attack and death plus 40%. But also she gives a 12% chance of performing a critical hit, which is really good, and she also can heal. As I said, quite a good linking set with Master of Magic. Solid support can be good. Cold Judgment, I mean, telekinesis is probably one of the worst link in the game, but I mean, we'll take that. And then there is the Golden Cooler post EZA, which is also a sub-leader for the Dragon Ball Heroes category, but they pretty much all are sub-leaders, so I mean, there is not this never change. He stacks attack and also resists defense for one turn. He have damage reduction. He reduces damage received by 10% within the same turn with each super attack performed, which is pretty much like the new LR Trunks passive, where he gains damage reduction if he does more attacks, but only for the turn. And that's the problem. He can't play first. You're like killing this guy if you put him first. He also has all an universal buffer, key plus 2 and 20% to the stats, but also he buff Dragon Ball Heroes category another 20% for both stats, which is quite good. And he also has a built-in additional in his passive. The link set is quite good, with Steel Gold Judgment, Brainiacs and Solid Support. Metamorphosis is not the best, but it can be active with the new Metal Golden Cooler, and also this Universe Most Malevolent and Strongest Enemy Space can be activated with the new Golden Cooler and other free sub slash cooler character. Okay, after this first part, let's go to the 8th spot, which it's occupied by Vegeta Limit Breaker. Okay, this guy came out last year, and he's a crossover or giant tape character a leader, and also he's a 200% to the Dragon Ball Heroes category. He raises attack and death for one turn in his super and causes immense damage to the enemy. In his passive, he's a second slot character because he gains most of his stats when he launches the super attack, and also he gains plus 80% defense when all allies in that turn are super class, great A power, or Dragon Ball Heroes. He also gains 40% when there is Goku in the same rotation, and he needs to perform 5 attack and to get another 40% to both stats, and attacks guaranteed to hit and disables enemies guard, which is pretty much a useless effect. He's a good linky set, mostly for Royal Lineage, and Prodigies are like pretty much for the Vegeta characters, but he also has Saiyan Super Saiyan that he links quite well with the Limit Breaker Super Saiyan Goku. He's not the best in my experience with the Heroes team. He's the one that's gonna get killed, so you have to be really careful. I have him at 90% and it's still quite disappointing. Then at the 7th spot, we have one of the easy A's from the last year, which is Silas. Okay, Silas, it's quite a revelation for me because I thought it was gonna be like super bad, and he was instead quite good. He raises defense for one turn and causes immense damage to the enemy, greatly lowers his death. He, when he is in the base form, he is probably better than his transformation, just because he has a high chance of evading enemy's attack, including super attack, which is quite good. He's a buffer for the artificial life forms category and the time travelers category, which all the Dragon Ball Heroes characters are. And he, from the 5th turn in the battle, he will transform in Silas Fused, which is really good because he still resists death for one turn. He gets a lot of stats when performing a super attack, and he also is a second slot character. I mean, it's pretty much all of these characters are second slot characters, except for a few options. He performs a critical hit when the target enemy is locked down or death down, which you will only see in like extreme Super Battle Road or in normal Super Battle Road. And he launches an additional attack, which is a high chance of performing a super attack. So he has both crit and additional in built in his passive. His link is set is pretty good with Brainiacs, Big Bad Bosses, Cold Judgment, and Shocking Speed. Also in Fighter can be activated with some of the characters from Heroes. So this guy is pretty good, definitely better than the main Dokkan Fest that came out last year. At number 6 we have another EZA, which is Fu, Super Fu to be precise. This guy is really good. In my experience, it has always been a reliable character, even if he's a dodge character, so it could go bad. Okay, he greatly raises attack and death for one turn, which is good, and can seal super attack. He has 150% at the start of turn, and he has a stacking mechanic per time traveler's character on the team, which I repeat, all the Dragon Ball Heroes characters are time travelers, so you are gonna have this one pretty much always active, which means he has a 50% high chance of evading enemies' attack. And you also get plus 50% to both stats within the same turn after evading an attack. This guy, it's not obviously a slot 1 character, since he gets all of his stats when launching the super, but still, as a third slot or a second slot character, he does a lot of damage. Like at Rainbow, he does like 8 million, 7 million every turn, and if you build him additional, it's gonna be like almost 20 million a turn, which is pretty good for a EZA. He also has good links with Brainiacs, Cold Judgment, Solid Support, and Infighter. Also, we hope that with the new King Fu that will come out this year, we hope that he gets a solid linking partner that can be put in the first slot. It's the only thing that is missing, because for me it's a good character for now. Okay, let's continue with the second main Dokkan Fest from last year, which is Limit Breaker Goku Xeno. He's a crossover slash full power category leader with another 30%, 200% for the Dragon Ball Heroes category. He raises attack and def for He raises attack and def for 1 turn on the super, and he's pretty much the same as Vegeta, but he's more of a defense based character, so he gets damage reduced by 30% when all allies attacking in the same turn are super class, full power, or Dragon Ball Heroes. So they both need to play in a super based team, and he plus an additional attack and def plus 40% and performs a critical hit when he is attacked 7 times in battle, which is a lot, but it's possible. This guy, it's not that good. It's gonna get killed if you're not. If you're not don't pay attention to him, he's probably gonna get you killed, because his damage reduction, it's not a lot. He hasn't got a lot of defense and can't be really put in a first slot. I tried to put him in the first slot, and I instantly regretted it. His link skill, his link set, it's quite good. I mean, it links well with the Vegeta card and also with the other Super Saiyan 4 characters, but it's not the best Super Saiyan 4 on this list, and you will see that Gohan it's definitely better. Okay, now let's take a look at Great Saiyaman. This guy is Great Saiyaman 3, actually. This guy is another EZA from last year, and it's definitely better than Goku, because he raises attack and def for 1 turn on the special, on the super, and raises super class allies by attack by 30% for 1 turn, more like the AGL Vegeta, and you'll know that this ability is quite good. He also is a counter characters, since he has damage received from normal attacks minus 30% and counters with tremendous power. He also gets a chance of performing a critical hit and 30% to the both stats per time travelers category on the team. And I will repeat myself, but all the heroes characters are time travelers, so he will get 15% critical hit built in his kit, which is really good. And this guy hasn't. The only bad thing is defense minus 30% within the same turn after receiving an attack. I don't understand this. For me, it makes no sense, but I mean, we'll take it. His link skill, it's not the best since he has Patrol, Hero, Hero of Justice, and Respect, which are not the best links for a character. But I mean, maybe you will get a buddy in the future. I mean, he's still a good character, even if it doesn't link well. It's a good floater. It's a good first position character. The only thing you need is to foresee enemy attack. So it's a really good couple between him and Robelu. Let's go to the top 3, and at the bottom of the top 3 we have the best Super Saiyan 4 character in the game, from the heroes category obviously, for me, which is Super Saiyan 4 Gohan. This guy is a great A power sub leader and raises attack and def for 1 turn on the super and massively lowers def. Attack and def plus 200% clear, no problem. Reduces number received by 50% when there are another 2 or more great A power categories allies on the team. You put Vegeta and Goku, and this guy, it's good. He have 50% damage received, which it's not bad. Plus an additional def plus 30% and a chance of stunning the attacked enemy when performing a super attack. This is quite good. I mean, not only gets 200% on at the start of turn, he also gets stats when performing a super attack, and plus an additional attack 100% when there is another crossover category ally attacking in the same turn, probably always. So he also has a good attack stats. I have him at 69%, and he always put up like 4 million, 4.5 million, which is not bad. I hope to pull more copies of him in this celebration. He has good link set, perfect for Super Saiyan 4 characters, and this guy is really good. Also can be played in Extreme Super Battle Road, but he also can be played in more difficult events. Then on the second spot of the podium we have the third and the last 2022 Dokkan Fest that came out, headliner that came out in last year's celebration, which is Hearts. He is the Dragon Ball Heroes Time Travelers leader, which and also a 200% leader for crossover. Raises attack and def for 1 turn and has a medium chance of stunning the enemy, pretty good. Attack and def plus 150% plus an additional attack and def when 50% when performing a super attack, really good. Guards all attack for 5 turns from start of turn, and that's the most important thing about this kit. The guard is pretty broken, as I think you can guess, and having it for 5th turn, it's not the best, but it's still viable. Plus an additional def plus 50 within the same turn when guard is activated, quite good. Is a buffer from the extreme class, Ki plus 1 and 30%, and plus additional Ki plus 2 and attack and def 20% for allies, and minimum chance of stunning all enemies when all allies attacking in the same turn are extreme class crossover category characters. So, as I think you can see, in the last year celebration, they started to split 2 teams, the extreme based crossover team and the super based crossover team. He also has a transformation in Ultimate Heart. His link set it's still pretty good, with Solid Super, Shocking Speed, Brainiacs, Beating Bad Bosses and Cold Judgment being a really solid link set. His transformation is Ultimate Hearts, which at this point greatly raises greatly raises attack and raises that for 1 turn. It doesn't stack, and has a high chance of stunning the enemy. Clip plus 3 and 200% at the stats, plus additional 50% when performing a super attack. He launches an additional super attack when all allies are extreme class, really good. Plus an additional 150 attack and disables enemy's guard when all allies attacking in the same turn are extreme class crossover, which is really good. Disabling enemy's guard and also having like 400% attack is quite a big stats. Attack effective against all types when there is a Realm of Gods category enemy, which is you will most likely not have a Realm of Gods category enemy, but like in the new Red Zone against Damaso, this is a good ability. The link set remains the same, and I think it's are really good characters. And then we go to the first, mm, the best Dragon Ball Heroes category character, which is for me Super Saiyan 3 Goku Xeno. This guy is a beast. He's an EZA character, and you may say, how can it be that an EZA character is better than the main headliner of the last celebration? It is, and now we will see why. He greatly resists attack for one turn and causes immense damage while having a great chance of stunning the enemy. He reduces the damage received by 50% for 3 turns from start of turn. We'll take that, it's good. Attack and def plus 150% and guards all attack. Clean, without any condition, nothing. Plus an additional attack and def for 50% when performing a super attack. We'll take that, it's a bonus. Plus an additional def plus 20 to up to 100% and reduces damage received by 7% up to 35 per Dragon Ball Heroes category ally on the team. This means that in his first 3 turns, he has a 50% damage reduction with guard and a good defense. I mean, that's all I have to say, but in addition to this, he has a good link set with Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, and Golden Warrior, plus the Saiyan lineage. This guy is probably the best. I mean, you can switch if you want with Earth. They are both really good, and the only characters that have guard. But I think that this guy is better. He put up like 6 million every turn. He's a defensive monster. You can put him in the first slot and he has no problem tanking, which is something that the heroes category desperately need. And that's all I have to say about this guy. This guy is definitely the best character in the Dragon Ball Heroes category for me. You can switch it up with arts, as I said, but I mean, your choice. Okay, so that's all for this video. I wanted to do this tier list even if it's not like something I really like to do, but I like the Dragon Ball Heroes category, and I want to see how much this will change in this celebration. Because if the first post remain undisputed, I think this celebration it's gonna be disappointing because we need new, really good first lot characters. So I hope like Full Power Rosé, the new Vegito Limit Breaker, they have to be good in the first slot. I mean, they really need it. Also, the EZAs for the new characters needs to be good. And this category has been hated and underrated for too much time. We need a good celebration with good characters. I hope so. That's all for this video. If you're watching this, I will probably be live right now, so if you want you can come and greet. And that's all for this tier list, and I'll see you after the new celebration and when I will do a post celebration tier list. That's all. Bye.